Dollar spot is a fungus that affects all turf grasses. The resistance to dollar spot varies among turf grass species and cultivars. To date, there is no available information from Scandinavian variety trials on resistance of turf grass species and cultivars to dollar spot. There is also a question whether the different Scandinavian isolates are equally aggressive as American or British isolates. At least 5 species in fungal genus Clariredia cause dollar spot disease, and at least 2 species of Clariredia have been documented in Scandinavia. These are Clariredia jacksoni and an unnamed species of Clariredia. One of the objectives in the study risk assessment, management and control of dollar spot caused by Clariredia species on Scandinavian golf courses was to screen the resistance to dollar spot isolates in the most widely used grass species and cultivars of different origin. In the spring of 2018 and 2019, 20 of the most widely used grass species and cultivars were tested for resistance to 10 different dollar spot isolates from Norway, Denmark, Sweden, the United Kingdom and the United States. This experiment was carried out at Nibia Landvik at temperatures equivalent to a Norwegian summer, with 19 degrees Celsius during the day and 14 degrees Celsius at night. The results show that in average for all isolates, perennial ryegrass was the most resistant to dollar spot. This was followed by slender creeping red fescue, strong creeping red fescue, Kentucky bluegrass, velvet bentgrass, colonial bentgrass, chewings fescue and creeping bentgrass, whereas annual bluegrass is the least resistant. As far as the cultivars are concerned, the researchers found a lot of variation, especially in colonial bentgrass and chewings fescue. For Scandinavian golf courses with dollar spot, they recommend using the more resistant cultivars, especially those of chewings fescue. Through lab analysis, it was found that different Clariredia species which cause dollar spot disease vary in aggressiveness. The most aggressive isolates were 1 from the United Kingdom and 2 from the United States, while the weakest were the Norwegian and the others from the United Kingdom. Isolates from Denmark and Sweden were in the middle. Significant differences in aggressiveness among Clariredia isolates of different origin were found in all turfgrass species except for annual bluegrass. Country of origin had bigger impact on aggressiveness of Clariredia isolates than the turfgrass species they were recovered from. Thus, we still cannot conclude whether aggressiveness in Clariredia species is species-specific or not. Another important note is that the interaction between fungus and plants is not the same in lab trials as it is in field trials. Ranking of cultivars should therefore be tested under field conditions with minimized risk of the dollar spot disease spreading. More research is needed on the geographical and other factors and mechanisms in the interaction between different turfgrass cultivars and Clariredia isolates.